Hey folks, I'm Will. This is Planet Under Attack. It is late August 2014. I have not been on YouTube in a few weeks, and I'm getting letters from you folks, and you're asking if everything's okay, and everything's wonderful. However, I don't have any content to make a video with. It's not that I'm not shooting a lot of video, but I am shooting a lot of video. But if the objects are not there, they are simply not there. Unlike Robert Bingham, I don't have the ability to summon orbs with my mind for my viewing pleasure. However, I do want to talk about something that I've been spending some time thinking about lately, and that is actually the entire essence of the ET presence. And most of it's negative. And in fact, almost all of it's negative. And I want to go through just a few aspects here. Alien craft. Alleged alien craft. Orbs, spheres, discs, whatever. They are often cloaked. They have the ability to transform. They're highly evasive. And it's my thought that they do not show themselves to us unless they either want to, for whatever motivation, or they have to, for some technological reasons. There has not been a mass sighting that was unequivocally, undeniably extraterrestrial in modern history. Now, the Phoenix Lights is possibly close, but in my opinion, the Phoenix Lights sighting, and I am from Phoenix, it's a bit sketchy, and there are some controversial aspects to it. It's not completely convincing, is I guess what I'm trying to say. We haven't had a big convincing sighting. We've had some close ones, some ones that were very close, but the ETs and the ET phenomenon is extremely hard to document. Whether it was video, picture, even witness accounts. The Rendlesham Forest incident, where the two servicemen approached the same craft and saw different things. That's interesting. These entities are extremely elusive and evasive. Alleged government meetings. Why would they be meeting with the government? Why wouldn't they be sitting their butts down in the middle of Times Square and meeting humanity? I'm sure the Bolshoi Ballet would love to host a contingency of star people for a night of lively conversation, but this has never happened. All we hear about is, well, they're working with the governments. Not only that, supposedly there's a group of aliens who are working on with the government doing covert programs. They're underground, and they're like, you know, they're wet works, black ops, all that fun stuff that you and I only read about. Communication with aliens. Well, that is a interesting topic, because apparently they don't speak. They either communicate telepathically, and often the messages are horrific and foreboding, or if actually connected to the phenomenon, they've chosen to draw crop circles in fields of grain and whatnot. Why would they choose to communicate with us drawing obscure, abstract images in wheat fields? If this is some valid way that the aliens are communicating with us or trying to tell us something, and apparently it would be important if they were trying to tell us something other than hi, why wouldn't they use, I don't know, Latin, a language that is fairly conventional to modern day humanity? Instead, they are supposedly scribbling these puzzle-like images in fields all over Europe, and elsewhere too, but we'll all acknowledge that the UK and the surrounding countries, they probably get their fair share of crop circles plus some. Supposedly there's 57 species of aliens, and this is through testimony at the Disclosure Conference. Do any of them have the ability to communicate with mankind in a conventional manner? Why aren't they talking to us? Now, I do believe there's aliens. Is there 57 species? It's a little hard for me to believe, but I imagine throughout the galaxy and throughout the universe there's thousands and thousands and thousands of species. 57 species visiting Earth, yet none of them are willing to take that big step and show themselves to us ever. Why? They're sneaky. That's why. Their motives are different than you can imagine, different than anybody has ever postulated. To pretend to understand the psyche of an extraterrestrial visitor, so to speak, is insane. You have no idea what their motivations are. And I'm actually directly speaking to you starseeds and you Galactic Federation people out there. What you're doing is participating in a huge cult. Unless there are actual aliens among you who can demonstrate their alien-like abilities convincingly and without leaving no shred of doubt, it's nothing but a cult you're participating in. And frankly, I don't think the aliens have anything to do with it. And frankly, I think if we do have some type of mass landing or mass visitation or some paradigm-shifting event, the numbers and the rank of the Galactic Federation of Light will drop off dramatically and immediately. Last thing I want to talk about is the aftermath of an actual ET contact, alleged ET contact. To my knowledge, there has never been a positive outcome for a human being or animal, for that matter, after actually making physical contact with an alien. Talk about abductions and implants. Talk about various mutilations. Talk about the cattle mutilations and the animal mutilations all over the world. There's even some alleged human body mutilations that I've been privy to over the years. They're all quite disturbing. The cattle mutilations, with little doubt, is a phenomenon that is taking place in an unconventional way with what would appear to be futuristic instruments. It's an incredible, incredible phenomenon. ET contact often leaves behind psychological and social repercussions, and they are always negative. Always. There's been suicides. There's been people who have ruined themselves trying to pursue this shadow and mirror game. I certainly believe that the ET phenomenon is real, and I would love to be alive when that day does come when we know they're here, and for good or bad, at least we know. But as of now, I'm not super thrilled about having a gray alien on my back deck. There are medical issues associated with contact too. Many people have reportedly died mysteriously afterwards, been sick for a long periods of time after having contact with an extraterrestrial. So, here's my conclusion about the alien presence on Earth today. Thanks for watching, folks.